What's up? What's up? What's up with it, guys? You already know what it is. It is the pre-snap read, and we back again this week two. Week two. We in week two. What we got? Week one down in the books. A lot of things happened in week one that was unexpected. A lot of things that happened in week one that was expected, and a lot of things that week one happened that a lot of people talk about. A lot of things happen. Just a lot of things happen. But you already know it. It's your host with the most. Business on top, pre-snap read. And I can't do this show without my lovely two co-hosts. They was MIA last week, so me and Kobe had to do the show. We had to do the Orange Blossom Classic. Me and Kobe had to hold it down. But I got my two lovely co-hosts right here. First co-host I'm about to bring out is a dog eat dog world. This dude hail from the Carolinas, just like me. Went to Winston-Salem State and then went to FAMU. Agreed up like me. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, my boy. Oh yeah, and he a part of the Q dogs. He down with the dogs. So any dogs out there who want to get down with Jerry, just holler at him. My boy Jerry, good.
What's up with it, man? Hey, happy to be back, dog. Had to take a little break, man, but we back at it.
Yes, sir. And I cannot do this show without this person right here. This like I told, I done said it many times. This is the person that holds the show together. She the glue of the show, man. She's definitely the glue of the show. And she hailed from the boot. She went to LSU. She went to Town. Then she came over to FAMU and got a degree over here. Now she at North Carolina Central getting her third degree. She like mellow out here, just three to the head. You already know it's Robert McGee out in this thing.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Not three to the head.
Yeah, three to the head like mellow.
Talk to me nice. Three is my favorite number.
Hey, Rob, from the boot, Robin, the boot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But we want to welcome y'all to the pre-snap read. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all go to Bridges on Top. Make to subscribe, like, leave a comment, share. Please do everything in your possible will to make this page grow. Because if it weren't for y'all watching this, we wouldn't be on here, man. Just to be real with y'all, but. Sure, y'all was out last week. How y'all doing? Y'all was out.
Listen. I was very happy with the weekend. Shout out to my Rattlers winning it, bringing it home. I was a little disappointed in LSU. Not gonna lie to you, I didn't see it coming. It came to me, and I was very upset. But it's okay.
Robbie, that game brought in 9.1 million views.
Oh, I'm so sure. Yeah. I'm so sure.
Yeah. So that means 9.1 million saw y'all get your ass whooped.
I mean, and I'm 0.1, and I was like, wow. I'm gonna go ahead and log out because I don't even want to be a statistic right now because what is going on? I couldn't game, but it was a great weekend, man. I'm glad to be here.
Definitely. What about you, Jared?
Man, had a great weekend, man. Went down to Miami, man. Got the boys right. They won the game. I actually thought it was gonna be a lot closer. Because historically JSU has had a good team, but this year we kind of took it away from it. It should have been a lot worse than what it was. It should have been.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about that. But we want to get in the show, man. We got some events we want to talk about. Two current events we want to talk about, man. So let's get into this show, man.
Baltimore Ravens makes blast history. Let's do it. What happened, Ron?
Sure, it's a whole lot of black quarterbacks in one room now. There's a whole lot of black quarterbacks in one room. This is the first time it's the first time ever that they have all black backup starting quarterbacks and an all black quarterback coaching staff.
Wow.
So, this is precedented right here.
Yeah. So the Ravens are believed to be the first team in NFL history to have an all African American quarterback room from players to coaches.
Yes.
Some of y'all might they might not find this being like that important, but to me and to us, to the black community, this is huge because some people don't know, but back in the day, quarterbacks were seen to be the smartest position on the field. So a lot of times,
Of
black
course.
people were seen to be not smart enough; they were just athletic, or the quarterbacks were seen, oh, they can only run, but they can't pass. They don't have the mental capacity to be able to pass. So for us to have a room not only played by black quarterbacks, but taught the game and educated by black coaches, this is huge to me, man. I always been like, I'm not a Ravens fan, but they're starting to grow on me, and the Eagles are starting to grow on me too, man, just because of how they're doing, our black athletes and women in general too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To your point, Jerry, like even with the black players were more inclined to be in those like, more defensive roles or the running roles, but like also quarterbacks are looked at as leaders as well. Like, of course, you can lead in any position that you're running, but traditionally in more so, the quarterbacks are leaders. And for them to have such representation in that position throughout every scale, like you said, even going into the coaches level, like that just shows the openness that they're willing to do on the Ravens. I think that because it all boils down with who makes the decision to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because like all of them have the skill level to do that. You know what I'm saying? So the skills is not even the question. I think more so it's who is willing to take the chance on making that happen. So shout out to the top dogs who made the decision, who hired those folks in those young men in those positions, and the coaches who entrusted their own staff to be like, hey, we could be able to do this. I think that speaks volumes for the franchise in addition to the positions themselves.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh, you about to go, Jerry? Or?
Yeah. I have one more thing, man. I know I agree exactly what you're saying, Rob. Like if you look back, even just last year, that was the first time in NFL history we had two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Like it was, I believe this was in the '70s. Or ESPN reporter, I'm looking at it now. It said even though black athletes were allowed to join the teams, post World War II era, the quarterback position kept going to white players. That is belief that NFL that black players were not smart enough to play the ultimate thinking man's position. So I'm glad that the times have changed since then because we are more educated and more athletic than what we appear.
Not you, a spokesperson. We are more educated and more athletic.
You gotta think about it, Jerry. The last time two black quarterbacks faced off in just a championship game, like an NFC or AFC championship game, was Michael Vick and Donovan McNabb, and that was when we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time coming, and I got to shout out to Lamar Jackson because I know he had to be the catalyst of this. You may say he's not. Some people may say he is, but like that's probably maybe one of the reasons why he held out on his contract for so long. Is to try to make history or to try to put things in there that he wanted to implement. So
that's a good point. That's a good point because people rarely really sit down and think about like the players' strategic, ideas of why they want to stay on the team. In addition to, of course, like everybody talk about money, how much their contracts are being paid, but like we would be remiss if we didn't consider the fact that they are thinking of outside factors. Like, okay, who am I leading? Right? Who is my second string? Who can I trust when I'm out the game to take over my position? Like any position, I feel like first string want their second string, whoever is coming in behind them, to do just as good of a job as them. Because then that, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're doing worse, then they got to pick up their slack. Who wants to do that on your same team? So I think that's a good point, Ron. Like Lamar probably was just like, hey, we need this one, and we need
definitely
that one. That boy.
Look,
I need all these ninjas.
Yes.
All these ninjas.
Yes.
Yeah, all of them.
And these young men, and of course they're gonna have people out there that's gonna be like, oh, well, they're just doing it because they're checking off boxes and da 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 da. But one thing about it is you cannot deny numbers, you cannot deny statistics. So while it's very easy to err on the side of, okay, yes, we're in more of an inclusive environment. So of course we're going to see more diversity, but these men are doing what they need to do to get to these points. You know what I'm saying? Like their statistics are speaking for themselves, and we're going to see that throughout this season. So I think that that's also going to open the door to see how well, not only is it a good decision to do, but they can maintain it as well.
A whole lot of ninjas.
Baltimore.
And B more. A whole lot of jokers in B more.
I know the DMV jumping right now.
What? And you know it's crazy.
Listen,
I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, if y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but the guy that took over for Louisville after Lamar left, Malik Cunningham, he's a dual threat quarterback too. He just got cut by the Patriots, I want to say about 2 weeks ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if they add him to the mix for already having a relationship with Lamar. But I don't know. I think the quarterback position is starting to evolve into more of a dual threat role. If you're not a dual threat, it's like, I don't know if I want you because this dude over here can run and do what you're doing. Like, you got Pat Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar. Like, a lot of people are runners and passers, not more scramblers, just like improvisers.
Yeah.
So
they're adaptive.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Shoot. Shout out to the Baltimore area. Shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to just the organization for real, for just making another Black History moment in sports, man. Right. Shoot, we about to go to the next topic. Robin, this is your topic right here. Whoo, Robin, this is your topic right here.
It's just because this man really does irk me, y'all. Like, and it's a love-hate relationship because I loved what I had. We loved him at the Saints. But now, okay, this is how I feel about this, right? Is this affecting this man's ability to play? Because here goes me. We don't know what all of these players are doing on these teams, and half of them shouldn't be doing things that they're supposed to be. But you're sitting up here mad, frustrated, irritated, whatever, to make it a point to comment about what this young man's doing, who is positive, who's always in the news for great things. Like, is it bothering you that much because it's affecting his game? Or you just like, what is it? What is it, Sean? That's what I'm trying to say, because my thing is, if it's not affecting his ability to be a quarterback, you don't have to worry about what he's doing, because you ain't worried about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I can see if he was doing something disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I can see if he was doing something bad. I can see if he was. What is it? What's wrong with that? What's wrong? Where is this coming from, Sean?
This man has not been playing well, so evidently it is affecting his playing ability. Because last year he had a terrible year.
Okay, point taken. But comment on his game, not his ability to be, personable with the people who supporting him.
So this it's a two sides to everything, Robin. So you got a lot of players saying, "Oh, Russell Wilson is gifted everything in Denver. He got his own parking space, got his own office."
Boo ho! Everybody, man.
No, Robin. Robin. It's like this, Robin.
Who cares? You think Tom Brady, when he got to Tampa Bay, was just sitting here like, "Oh, I am equal to all of my players"?
Let's get this straight. Robin, let's get this straight. Tom Brady and Russell Wilson is totally two different.
It doesn't. No. Don't hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. You are absolutely right. He is in a different league. Tom Brady for some are the GOAT. He's not for me, but he's the GOAT for some, right? But my point is, you're worried about the wrong things. He is not the only player to have accommodations in whatever level. If you were to compare him to any other player that is on the same level as him, maybe not the same position, but playing skill level. Okay, because we're not just going to sit up here and act like Russell Wilson is not a good player. He may not be doing well right now, but let's talk about all the other players who had very, very bad seasons and then came back next season and then ran the world. Like, be for real. My issue is with Sean Payton is now that he's at the Broncos, it feels like he's almost trying to, like, make his presence known as a coach and be like, y'all gonna respect me when sir, sit down. I really want you to retire. I really want Sean Payton to be done. And y'all not saying, I could care less. Russell Wilson can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. I'm sorry. Can't do it. But Sean, sit down. I'm sick.
Robin, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm low key 75% for Sean Payton.
75? I'm 100. Go on.
What is it? Okay, but here goes me. Why does it matter? If you're 75, 100%, why does it matter?
This is me, Robin. This is me. A coach is going to be a coach at the end of the day. Regardless of what you do, how you do things, a coach is going to be a coach. So either one, he's playing a mental game with Russell Wilson because, hey, get on. He's basically saying different stuff so Russell Wilson can get on his shit and be the captain that he needs to be for this team. Because right now, from outside looking in, you got offensive linemen yelling at him. He's supposed to be yelling at the offensive lineman. You got the defenses coming in his face and say, "You better score." You better score. The game is on you.
Hey,
again, run, because y'all giving me your points.
I ain't giving you 1 point.
The question. You're evading the question.
Ask me all the questions.
Why does this matter?
It matters.
Your quarterback ain't playing good.
So kissing. So if he were to stop kissing babies, then he would play better.
No, it stopped campaigning and kissing babies.
What Russ?
But that's not what he said.
Russ is trying to keep a public image. And he's too much worried about his public image and his social media presence and what he has going on. What'd you say?
How you figure?
Because
what is he doing?
You don't see his antics that he's done. He's been doing the past.
I'm asking. I see what he's doing, and I'm seeing what all the other players are doing. I'm trying to figure out what is Russell Wilson doing so differently.
Russell Wilson need to go back to the old Russell Wilson when he wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
You ain't hearing
he was behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So what Russ is doing, he's on every time he's on social media, Broncos country, let's ride. He's doing that. That's one. On two.
So he can be supportive of his team. Got it?
That's not the issue. No. That's not the issue.
But you brought it up.
The issue is he's being extra. Like, why is he stretching up and down the runway on the plane? Why is he warming up like this in the middle of the field trying to draw attention to himself? He just does extra things that are like, bro, you're not even focused on the real issue. And that's what coach is saying. He's not focused on the real issue.
But that's
he's focused on his public image.
I hear y'all, but that's not what this young man said. This young man said, will you stop effing kissing babies? You're not running for he didn't say nothing about his ability to be a player.
That's
he is bothered by his presence outside. Okay, let me ask y'all this. When did he say it? What was going on? Like, what was the conversation? Y'all know what was talked about?
We don't know the conversation, but we know. But me and Jerry know if a coach say something like that, he means get on your shit and stop worrying about the outside noise.
Exactly.
That's what he's basically telling, because it's a whole lot of outside stuff that Russell Wilson is doing that may be affecting his game. Because we know when he was at Seattle, we didn't hear no outside noise from Russell Wilson. All we heard was the team. That's all we heard about was the team. Mm-hmm. We didn't hear about so go ahead, Jerry.
The outside noise is everything that Russ puts on social media. Ever since he has, become this new man of new image of what he is today, his brand has become more important than his actual statistics. So, like, if you look at his social media presence, he's all over social media today, like doing some little TikTok videos and like just not really focusing on his craft. And that's what coach is saying. You need to get off of social media and pay attention to learn these plays. Mm-hmm. And obviously, if coach is saying that he has seen an issue at hand where I don't know, maybe they're in a meeting and he's scrolling on social media, or maybe they're going through the playbook and he's worried about how many likes he got on his page, his post. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has more insight than we have, but I do think his social media presence has increased since he, for one, I'm not saying the issue is him being with Sierra, but I do think since he's gotten with Sierra, he has tried to uphold his standard of his brand.
Oh, hold on. We're not gonna do that.
And what
we're
I'm not. Hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob.
We're not gonna sit here and correlate.
Hold on, Rob. Let me finish. Let him finish, Rob.
I was rocking with you the whole time. I was
let him finish.
See, I know once I bring a black woman gonna stand up for her. But what I'm saying is, she is not the issue. He is the issue of trying to be on the same level she's on. And we don't, like, to the public, we don't care that they're on two different levels. It's okay. But I feel like he's trying to get his brand on the same level her brand is on, and that's not going to happen.
But again, what does that have to do with his ability to play football?
He's not focused.
Because Robin, one has to give up. From what I hear about stories from the greatest athletes, I'm talking about prime time, I'm talking about playmaker Michael Irvin, I'm talking about Shannon Sharp. It's either football or nothing else. They said a lot of these football players would leave their families, leave what they got going on, neglect things to focus on their career so they can be the greatest of all time or the greatest person at that position. Right now, from what one of the top 10 coaches of our generation, top 10 of our generation, he sees that Russell's not focused.
No,
he coached one of your probably favorite players, Drew Brees.
No, Drew Brees is not my favorite player. Do not put me on that.
He coached Jimmy Graham.
He's one of your favorite players.
Jimmy Graham is not one of my favorite players. Adrian Peterson is one of my favorite players. Jalen Hurts is one of my favorite players. Alvin Kamara is one of my favorite players. Michael Thomas is one of my favorite players.
Ugh.
He is not one of my favorite players. But
one of your quarterbacks that won you a Super Bowl for your team, he coached.
And he won without Sean Payton at Seahawks. Be for real.
I'm not talking about Russell. I'm talking about Drew Brees. He coached Drew Brees.
No. I hear you. And what I'm saying is he was under the advisement of Sean Payton. After Brees won that one Super Bowl in 2009, there were no more Super Bowls after that while Sean Payton was on that team.
Well, who did they have? They had to come against a whole lot of good people.
For 10 years? Be for real. They weren't good. I can confidently say that about my team. They were not good. And when Sean Payton was on that team, he ain't never said nothing like this about what his players is doing or not doing and how their lack of thereof or whether they should be focusing on the game. He's selective, and that's what y'all not understanding. Because when Drew Brees was going through his little mess, right, and all the way he was going through back in like 2013, 2014, nothing was said. Nothing, right? But when Russ, yeah, he could be off his game. He is statistically off his game. I'm not even going to say could or possibility. He ain't playing like he normally is playing, right? But don't selectively try to pull out and be like, oh, I'm going to use this tactic to try to get on Russell. No, keep that same energy with everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. The point is taken. I hear y'all when y'all are saying, yeah, he should be getting him in line. You feel me? Russell not you unfocused, but keep that same energy. What I see is that Sean is using this opportunity to use what everybody else has said about Russell and be like, oh, let me jump on the bandwagon. This isn't giving good coach. This isn't giving, let me try to look out for my players and get them to be on board. This is, so let me just go ahead and slip in my little opinion right here and everybody loves me. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're going to be the coach that gets your students in line, you need to be that consistently. Sean Payton is not that guy.
So how do you know he had this issue at other places?
Y'all seen him? Because I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. Like I haven't seen that issue. So
no. The issue. I just gave you an example of when Drew Brees, even the quarterback under him.
What did he do though? I don't know about his situation.
His situation was not in the public like Russell Wilson because Sean Payton didn't make a comment about it. But Drew Brees was lacking and slacking to the point of like not even his game, but also in addition, always was injured, always. And of course, you can't necessarily, well, sometimes it depends on the injury, but you can't control some of those things. Point taken, right? But when Breeze was not doing what he needed to have been doing with like rehabilitation, with coming back and all those things, was rushing. Sean didn't say anything. He trusted his quarterback regardless. And this was after they had already won. This was before they had won. This was during their winning season.
So what you're saying is he didn't address an issue to the public that was in the private.
Nope, not at all.
My thing is this issue was already brought to public. Like people already knew that he had an issue with being on social media. So that's why Sean Payton went public and said what he said.
So that's exactly my point. Everybody else was saying what they wanted to say, which is fair. Thank you, whoever that is, right? But Sean wanted to jump on it. And it wasn't like, I would agree with Sean if he was the first person to say it and everybody else is commenting on what Sean was saying. Russell been effing up. Now you want to sit up here and talk about, you need to stop doing this and doing that. No, you are bandwagon. You jumping on this like it's an opportunity for you to look like a good coach, and it's not. I don't fall for it. I'm not falling for it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not giving good coach. It's not giving he's trying to collect Russell Wilson and get him to play the best that he can. It's giving, this is an opportunity. Let me speak.
I think Rob just mad because Sean Payton left the New Orleans Saints.
No. I want him to go. Why is that hard for you to believe, boo?
This is
and 10 years after nothing.
This is gonna be my last comment.
Come on, y'all.
This is gonna be my last comment. I agree with it, but at the end of the day, I don't agree with it. I agree with it as I'm setting the standard, and my standard is I'm gonna treat my superstar like I'm gonna treat my bench players, like I'm gonna treat my practice players. I agree with that aspect of it. But what I don't agree with is saying he could have said it better in a public view. That's
all I know is I ain't never heard him say nothing like that to any of his other players. Nothing remotely. When you cussing, and people can talk about it's football, it's an aggressive sport. No, he know what he said and he know how he said it, and we always talking about it's not what you say, it's how you said it. That's all I'm saying. He could have said, "Hey, Russ, you need to get your behind back in the game because this ain't what we doing."
He's already said it.
But that's a good coach. That's fine.
Yeah, he's already said that before though. And when you don't see an issue being taken care of, how do you address it to escalate it? What do you do then?
You figure out how to fix it. That's your job as a coach. You don't stop. You don't start changing up. No, I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying like as a part of his reaction is what I'm saying. He acting brand new. That's the totality. Sean Payton is acting brand new.
What's up, man?
So like, I also think like this question is being asked to him. Like he's being asked about Russell Wilson and his social media antics almost every day. I don't think he was being asked as much about Drew Brees. I don't feel like Drew Brees' problem was his public.
You said what?
Oh, I was talking about this comment. Yeah, I don't.
That never works. Superstars always get preferential treatment. Why? Because superstars win games.
If you go, shaking your head. Because if you go to Greg Popovich, who got I don't know how many rings, he treating Tim Duncan like he treating that bench player. So I don't agree.
But see, with that, Ron, I appreciate. I like that. Keep that same energy.
Yeah,
I want that same.
I need that same. If you gonna cuss out the bench players, let me see you cuss out that superstar. When I see you cuss out that superstar, okay, then I know you're a real one. But if you can't cuss out your superstar, you ain't a real coach.
Man, you also got to think like he's trying to just insert his dominance. Like he's a new coach. Like new coaches always like try to come in and act a lot tougher than what they are.
Don't do that.
That's what they always do though. That's what they always. Because if you come in and like, hey guys, hey, you can keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah, but this is. But my thing is this, Jerry. This ain't high school football.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So regardless of whatever team you have come from, everybody should know this ain't no game. We doing this is our job, literally. Literally, this is their job. So I don't know how much that I feel like is an impact, but I would agree to an extent of I do feel like he's trying to assert his dominance, and I do feel like he is trying to do different ways of that because this is not at all the type of energy that he gave from his previous team. I just feel like the time that he's doing it is very questionable for me. It's not aligning that I feel like he's doing this because he's trying to get Russell to do better. That's how I'm looking at it. But
Ron,
that could be, I don't know. We'll see.
Ron, did you know about Drew Brees' situation that she's talking about?
I mean, nah, because that was my rival, so I didn't really pay too much attention to the Saints.
It wasn't, no, y'all, don't get me wrong. It wasn't a situation. It was just he wasn't performing well. And
so I think this is what's happening. I think I can okay. Robin saying he wasn't doing this at the Saints. Why he doing this now? Robin, are you correct? And correct. Me and Jerry thinking different. If this coach has a different coaching mentality with the Saints and has a different coach mentality with the Broncos, me and Jerry accept that because coaches have to come in different ways and different things to set the tone. And right now, if he has to check his superstar, that means it's a lot of stuff that we don't know that's going on in that organization that's been happening, that he's got to fix. Mm-hmm. So that's what me and Jerry seeing. Like he's setting his tone. He sees stuff that we don't see, that a lot of things have to be fixed. And it's got to start from the head down. So if it don't start with your quarterback, from like your quarterback supposed to be your leader, if it don't start there, it's not going to start at all. So we understand.
What I'm saying is like Drew Brees did not have an avenue of reasoning like why he was playing. Like he didn't have a direct like, oh shit, this motherfucker out here partying every night. But Russell Wilson has an avenue like shit. Well, hell, let's see if he stopped doing this, he might do better. Like it's a reasoning behind it. I don't think Drew Brees was out here acting crazy on Instagram or out here clubbing. Like I don't know if he had a distraction to even address. He might have just been playing bad.
Swagging the Fool, I need you on the show, bro. I'm gonna have to hit you up, bro.
But I also realized like Russell Wilson has a reputation of being an asshole. Like
okay, who isn't though?
We play
football. Who's not?
We're gonna have to go on this topic for another day because we gonna be talking about this all day. We gonna see how this team do in week 1. Sunday they play. We're gonna see what's going on. Let's get to the HBCU football, man. We have to change the gears right quick, man. We have to come for the HBCU football. Shoot.
Morgan State and Richmond, 17-10. I didn't watch this game. So did anybody watch this game?
Upset alert, Robin. It was the Fumble Bowl.
Wow.
When I say Fumble Bowl, almost, it was like 5.
Everybody was like both teams were fumbling?
Yes. Was it a weather factor?
I don't know. I went on ESPN and just saw how many fumbles they had. It was over 3. So for each team.
I'm just thinking about how the other week You was checking the weather on ESPN. Huh?
It didn't do a damn thing. I'm
Right.
mad.
Oh,
It didn't rain at all. I'm so mad. I am
it's
so
gonna
mad.
rain. I checked our predictions.
I think about that rent free in my head.
Oh
'Cause
God.
That's
Boy,
what they
yes.
do.
But
That's crazy.
but for real, shout out
Where
to
was
Morgan.
it played, Ron? It was at Morgan State.
Now it's at Richmond.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
at Rich.
So
Damn.
yeah, shout out to Morgan State for pulling that upset, because that's a big upset for Richmond, one of like the top tier FCS schools in the nation. So Morgan State pulled it out. Shoot, like Morgan State looking like a different team from last year, totally
Serious?
different. Yeah, cause Jerry, don't do that.
Oh Lord.
They looking like a different
What,
team now.
Jerry?
Not a receiver.
You ain't hey Jerry, so you like Colorado, you ain't a believer.
Colorado, that's a different situation, bro.
They beat a good team. Morgan State beat a good team.
But
Jerry, get this. Morgan State beat a good team that not a lot of HBCUs can beat.
that's a fact. That's a fact, bro. But I'm not, you know what I'm saying? The same way I'm not saying, like, you know, when JSU won that first game, everybody was like, yo, JSU back. Like, they're the same team.
But that was South Carolina. We ain't talking.
Who picked?
I did.
That's what I'm saying.
But South Carolina ain't on the same program as Richmond, and we all know that.
Not at all. But what I'm just not drinking the Kool-Aid yet, man.
Okay. You said they gotta play a couple more games for you to drink the Kool-Aid. Okay.
Both sides.
That's fair because it's very
fair.
early.
Yeah,
This is one game in.
Well, I'm sipping that Kool-Aid now. I'm getting on that train now. God dang it!
But
I know that's right. 10 toes down, Ron.
Give me some of that orange Kool-Aid. Orange. Orange.
Not orange. You was an orange Kool-Aid drinker.
They team orange. Give me some of that orange Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that orange ain't really no good Kool-Aid. But
when Morgan State keep winning games, and I'm on the bus. Yeah, y'all can hop on whenever y'all want to.
I'm riding the Colorado, but I think them boys gonna do all right.
All right, shoot. Next game.
You know, I was actually pretty I wasn't surprised because I think they're very comparable, Hampton and Grambling, and I think that move for Hampton really did well for them. Yeah. I like them being in that conference. I think it does well for their competition.
Definitely. This was a good game. Both teams showed out. I think Grambling could have won that game if the defensive coordinator would have changed up some stuff. Grambling really could have won that game. But Hampton showed their dominance. Hampton showed that, you know, hey, we can still come to the SWAC or the MEAC and still whoop up on you guys and still go back to our conference and try to do something over there. So shout out to Hampton, for real.
Yeah, I agree. You know, most of the time when our HBCU teams move to another conference, it's a lot of, you know, lash from us, like, why y'all leaving the black conference? But in all honesty, like, our conferences aren't that strong as a whole. We have strong individual teams, but you know, HBCUs on Division 1 and Division 2, historically their conferences aren't strong football. So and in a better conference, you're playing more competition. Of course, you're gonna get better as a program. And I think if these teams were to move back into, you know, the MEAC and the SWAC, they would do pretty well. You know, not saying they would be top dog, but they would be at least top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3. For real, like, looking at this game, Hampton did their thing, man. Like, they started to run, like, they ran the ball. Their running back had 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't stop the run, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna win the game, because you can't stop the run, the pass gonna be open all day. You know what I'm saying?
And the crazy thing about it, their quarterback had over 100 rushing yards.
Who is that? From Hampton?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the So he had a pretty good. He had 114 rushing and 155 passing. He almost had the same amount rushing as passing. That's crazy.
Yeah, a city boy award we're being this week. But shout out to the real HU. You know, I'm definitely picking them over
Not
Howard.
the real HU. You're
They-
gonna have comments.
Clearly, they care about football.
I could have sworn Howard was co-champ last year. Now
What?
But they got their ass beat by North Carolina Central. They had you
It
co-champs, and you got your ass beat by North
But
Carolina.
it's Central. I mean, come on. Hey.
Exactly.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
co-champs my ass. And
Hey, I don't
North Carolina, God damn that's the me at like participation awards. That's what that sound like.
First of all, okay, Prairie View. Okay.
So Robin,
I had to look at the score again. I said, wait.
Robin,
Okay,
this game was in the fourth quarter. Prairie View came back, scored 10 points in the fourth quarter, shut out Texas Southern in the fourth quarter, went into overtime, kicked the field goal to win the game.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. With this game starting off their season, I know Prairie View is hype.
Yeah.
I know they are.
no.
Yeah.
This is great.
And
This was in Texas. Did they play? They played at Southern? Texas Southern?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Insanity.
What's crazy to me, like how Texas Southern can go from scoring, almost 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. They scored 17 points. So in order to get, to 17, you got, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And a field goal, you got to be close.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be close to the end zone. So how do you go from scoring 17 points to scoring nothing? Like what?
Crazy.
Like, that's like a halftime adjustment, but to do it over a quarter, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
So they held their score all the way fourth quarter. They came back and then won. That's insanity.
Yeah.
At home.
And the crazy thing about it, Robin, Andrew Body, this is unlike Andrew Body throwing 3 interceptions. He literally threw 3. Yeah. And that's a big game changer for the game.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, because he's never known to throw. Like his stats is real good. 18 for 38, 286 yards and 3 touchdowns. But for those 3 touchdowns, you also have 3 interceptions.
Is 38 really good though, bro? That's 20 passes that he completed less passes than he completed. You right. So like what I'm saying is this too. With the 286 passing yards for an HBCU quarterback, almost 300 passing yards, that's a good game. And you have 3 touchdowns, but your good game neglected from your 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
So that's what really hurt them. Them 3 turnovers, man.
And when did the turnovers kind of like spread out throughout the game, or was it like in a kind of like in the same?
Look like the fourth quarter to me.
Look, it may. I don't know.
That's probably right.
It probably happened in the fourth quarter. It may happen in the fourth quarter. Shoot,
dog. Y'all gotta look online, man. Like I don't know what's going on with Texas Southern fans, bro, but they was like writing at his mom, like on Twitter, like going off, like going crazy, like.
Not he blackout. Oh, okay.
So yeah. So so what I'm reading, they got 4 turnovers. An interception in the third quarter. Let me see. No, interception in the first quarter. My bad.
In the first,
second, interception in the first, second. Second half. My bad. 2 interceptions in the second half and 1 interception in the first half. I'm trying to see what quarters. It doesn't. Well, what? Yeah, third quarter. Both of them interceptions happened in the third quarter. Yeah.
But yeah, dog. Like I was saying, man. Like people were giving like almost like death threats to his mom about him, like his playing style. Like, y'all, these are kids. Like, these are 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. Like, why are y'all that invested even in a team that you don't even play for?
Here goes me. I don't care if this was a 40-year-old man. Why do you care that much to tweet somebody's mama? Like that beautiful woman, and I know Miss Body.
Miss Body is cool. She be watching the show sometimes.
And she does. Miss Angie, thank you.
Yeah.
But here go me. I'm like, why do y'all care that much that y'all little feathers are that ruffled to get on your phone and tweet somebody mama about a football game?
You better than me. You better than me. I'm going to stand. I'm pulling Ron Artest.
Okay. What you said?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to about my child?
Yeah. Man,
like y'all act like these players when they lose, we lose an economy drop. Like it's okay.
No, get this, Robin. Get this. I'm sorry that you lost money that you shouldn't have betted. I'm sorry that was your rent money that you were supposed to pay your rent with or eat with. I'll pay your car with.
Sorry about it. Do better next time.
Who fault was that? Who betted? It was your fault. So next time,
that's not. But see, and then they call themselves fans. I don't want a fan like that. Who wants support like that?
Nobody.
That's a fair weather fan.
Man. Y'all don't even know how to be fans out here tweeting somebody.
Fair weather fan. I remember a fan at Winston. Dude was in the stand. We were 6-5 and won the CIAA championship. We had lost 4 in a row. Dude was in the stand. Fire the coach. Fire the quarterback. Get number 46 out of there. And then little do we know, like we won 6 games straight. He comes to the meeting like, I've been rooting for y'all all year.
Oh! Wow, Jerry, you better than me. I would have said something to that Bama. I would have said something to him.
Boy, I spit my IQ out so
like,
fast.
Where you sitting at? Go ahead and get up. Let me get security. I need you to go get a man in section 34, row 7, seat 2, please.
But that's how the fans are. Like, they be so wishy-washy. Like, hey, bro, just stick with us. Like, we're going to be all right. Hey.
That's crazy. But this is the first game of the season, guys. Come on. A lot can happen
because Southern snuck their way into the SWAC championship. So anything can happen last year.
No, literally.
Yeah, they snuck their way. Yeah, so anything can happen.
And I love my Jaguars.
It's true.
Wait, okay. Who is the closest in score? Because we did talk about these scores. Who is the closest?
It was me. Because I had 28-21.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was close, but I was dead on that 28 though.
Yeah, that 28 got you.
I was dead on that 28. Shoot, but I ain't know Jackson State was gonna come out like that though, for real. Like there was a whole different team.
Well, I think they were also shocked because FAM came out and was playing. They came out playing so hard that when they kind of slacked up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like toward the middle of the game, toward the end, I said, "Oh wait, don't get comfortable. I'm scared. Y'all was doing good."
See, they did the Space Jam. They jumped the Space Jam juice the first half, and they didn't have no more in the second half.
I was watching that game. I said, "Oh my God." They are not playing. No, Lucy did his thing. I ain't gonna hold you.
I was at the game, dog. By the time I sat down with my popcorn, it was 21-0.
21.
I said, well, time to go. Somebody just got stuck. Grab the keys. Hey, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Look, cool the car.
grab your hat and coat.
No, but that's what we were talking about. But the thing is, fam, hold on. You're having a great start, and this is much better than a start from last year. So, thank you, compliance. But with that being said, you gotta keep going, man. Just hold on. Start strong, finish stronger.
Yep.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I also think like like last year we got beat pretty bad, and we
did.
were positioned on that side where the sun is at.
Yeah,
I think that plays a factor. I really do.
So the Dolphins low key built that stadium for that reason.
Right.
So because their home side is where that shade is, and they put the opposite team on the away side on purpose.
Right.
To be where that sun is at.
So last year it wasn't like that?
Yeah, last year we was on
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you're saying that has played a positive impact.
That plays
I mean, shoot. That's cool. I love it. Let's do it again. Block that sun.
Well, low key, low key, I think this our last year, Robin. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It probably is. This our last year playing in the OBC.
Probably.
It's our last year.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, what your boy said?
Because what the situation that's going on right now, she basically our AD is saying she want more home games at home instead of people trying to travel out and
do it.
Yeah.
To be fair, I agree. Only because I'm like, dang. Not only do y'all have, Orange Blossom Classic in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the Florida Classic
at the end
in
of
Orlando.
Yeah.
And then you got all the other away games. So it's like, when we gonna go to Tally?
Yeah. True.
But no, I agree. But I mean, are they still thinking of calling it the Orange Blossom Classic and just holding it at home? Like she doesn't want to do that. They don't want to do that. No one.
From what I know, FAMU wants to be out of that game. And from the person that runs the Orange Blossom Classic, she used to go to FAM. I don't think she finished at FAM. So it's kind of conflict of interest with that. But besides that, where is JSU gonna go from here? Because
I'm sure they'll figure it out. They figured out with the Southern Heritage Classic.
I'm just talking about just season wise. You go from having a good game against South Carolina.
Damn, that was a dark turn.
Exactly.
Where do we go?
No, I had to go down this road because everybody's going down this road when we was playing.
Facts. They really were. They were like, "Dang,
I'm going down this road." You come out, you play South Carolina State, you whooped their ass. You came down to Miami and you got your ass whooped. Where do you go from here? And you got to play Southern next week.
Well, I think in the grand scheme of things, that's probably the best team to reset.
Guard the damn yard.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think
this shit.
I think JSU playing Southern is probably gonna be a good indicator on where it's gonna go, Ron, to answer your question. After that game, we gonna know where it's gonna go.
Where it's gonna go.
You already asked us about the scores. I know we're gonna talk about it. You saw what I put. But hey, you're gonna meet. That's what I'm hoping for.
I kind of want to think.
You kind of want what?
I want to flip. I think I put it the wrong way.
Hold it to your guns.
Sorry.
We are not changing.
Sorry, you're the PowerPoint.
I think JSU is better than what we think. Like, I think they're better than what they displayed on Sunday.
And I agree.
I agree.
I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, we saw it. We saw what they've done with South Carolina State. And granted, I don't think South Carolina State was at their best either. So I also feel like that's a kind of a tipping scale of being like, oh, they just had a bad game, or they just played a team that wasn't ready. So all of that plays into it. But we'll see. Like I said, I think Southern is going to be good for them to decide on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. But it's that's the games of the week. Last week we got we about to go into this power rankings. Week 1 power rank. Week 1 power ranking. Robbie, your school on top.
As it should be. Thank you.
As it should.
Both of them. Hey.
Yeah. Then you got FAMU. Then for me, I don't know about for you, Jerry, because you say you ain't drinking the Kool-Aid yet. I got to put Morgan State up there because they did beat a good, well-established program. You cannot count that out. You can't. We'll see what they do next week. We'll see. But then I got Hampton, the real HU, because they care about football. You know what I'm saying?
I would have put Prairie View a little higher. I ain't gonna hold you.
I got a team that ain't even on the board.
Who your team, friend?
I think Alabama A&M better than some of these teams on this list.
Who would you take out?
I think A&M better than Howard. I don't think Howard that good.
I would have taken out Howard, or I would have taken out Alcorn.
I can't take they just too. To me, they too historically good.
Nope, take it out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm putting A&M. A&M played pretty good against Vandy, like for a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of just got away. But that's what happens when you play Power 5 schools. But I think they're
Okay. So take out Howard and put Alabama and A&M. Okay, I can feel on that. But are you comfortable with the rest of the teams though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm putting A&M at 10. To be clear,
okay.
I'm moving them up. So Howard's coming out, and 9 is going to become 8, 10 become 9, and A&M's going to be 10.
Okay, gotcha.
I can respect that. I like that change.
All right.
Everybody else is. I just feel like I said. I think Prairie View should be a little higher, but
I think JSU better than Alabama State.
You think JSU is better than Alabama State?
Yeah.
You talking about
let's switch Bama. So let's switch Bama with JSU.
So hold on.
We got to agree on first.
Now let's think about this. Now we know what happened last year.
Wait, why did I'm sorry, Ron? This is your ranking. Why did you put Bama State over JSU?
So most of their defensive players are returning from last year. And
Bama State.
Yeah, from Bama State. So last year JSU was the best team. JSU it was hard for them to score 21 points on this team that's returning a lot of defensive players.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a whole new JSU team that turn over their whole roster.
Okay.
And one game they played tremendous. Then they played FAMU. They got knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of you're shaky. You're 50-50.
Right.
You're in the middle of the pack. So that's why I kind of put them at 6. I really thought about it. I was like, I'm just thinking about the team that's returning. They got returning players. They know what they're doing right now. So I feel more confident in Bama State than JSU right now. Right now for week 1.
Last week, where did we have? If we were doing this ranking last week before they played the game against FAMU, where would we have JSU ranked?
JSU would probably be number.
I would have said
I say 3 or 2.
I said 3 or 4 in my mind.
I'm saying 3. So we thinking that one game set them back 3 more spots
because of how bad they played. Like if you if you get knocked out in the first round, you come on.
Well, I think it's also this, Jerry. While they may not have changed for real out of one game, I think the other teams have done so well that it's almost like they surpassed them. So it's I don't think JSU got knocked down because of their issue. I think that just the other teams, they performed better, which made them higher in ranking. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be confident to say that okay, because of this game, that's why they got bumped. No, it's just the other teams kind of did better.
Yeah. Who did Alabama State play again? Was that
Southern? Mm-hmm. And that was a close game. That was a close game.
It was, but it was only close in numbers. Performance wise, Alabama State was ruling.
Yeah.
They just they were more cohesive than Southern, which is their issue altogether. But that's a topic for a different day.
I don't think Dooley about to be there too long.
You don't think so?
His stubbornness is going to cost him. That's what I think.
I think it wouldn't be this year, but maybe like
next year.
In the near future. I don't even want to say next year, but like in the near future. Because it's like, okay, they did pretty decently last year. Like, were they the best? No, but they did what they needed to do to get where they needed to go.
Boys was in competition for the championship, wasn't it? On our side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that has to stand for something. Like
facts. No, yeah, I agree. That's why I was like, I don't know if they'll give up on them just yet. Everybody's entitled to have their little season after a better season.
I feel you. But this week 1, we're gonna see what week 2 look like. We got a slate of games. Most of these teams are playing Power 5 teams. So yeah,
FAM is playing South Florida.
Yeah, South Florida. I'm trying to think.
This weekend.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna see what FAM got holding, because that game they can pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
They can pull it out. Robin,
Graham's playing LSU this Saturday.
Robin, guess what time it is?
Is it City Boy time?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Ding. Robin, you got it right.
City boy. City boy.
I feel like we're so diversity and inclusive.
City boy. City boy. City boy. City boy. City boy.
Today it shall be called City Boys Award Day. Thank you.
Oh my
God. Hit that! What?
Award Day. You.
What is this? Who is this? Wow. Not you put him up there. It's City Boy wasn't up top with Howard, and y'all was talking about that they don't like football. They don't
like football, but shoot.
But he does.
He wins at quarterback.
You said the organization may not, but Mr. Williams, he takes his job.
Mr. Williams, boy, he showed out. 16
I don't care what the critics say.
194 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He showed out. Now another, the whole Morgan State football team, I just had to put them all up against that, because
I was really proud of them, and I love that for them.
Yeah,
they did a team effort, man. That was a good team effort. They went out there, played hard. They didn't care who they was playing, and they beat them boys, man. So shout out to Morgan State, man, for pulling out that dub, man. Rico Powers. Even though they got punched in the mouth, he still did his own thing. He was like, I don't know what y'all got going on.
Who he play for?
Jackson State. My bad. I'm going to put Jackson State.
No, I'm trying to learn these young men. Every year they change up.
Rico Powers, Jackson State. He said, forget y'all. I need to get my touchdown in my yard. So that's what he went. 4 catches. 119, 1 touchdown. Jerry, all right, know what you about to say. Yes, it was on the second string. It was on the second string corner, but guess what? He still scored. So, hey, that's the way the cookie crumble. That's the way the cookie crumble.
Because ideally, you want your second string just as good as your first.
Hey, man. Jerry, what the coach tell you when you go in your second string? They better not score. I'm going to take your ass out. And guess what? They took that motherfucker out when he scored. We did not see.
He said, "Come on, baby."
He was doing so good too. Like my boy was doing good, and then just that go route got him.
It got him. But boy, Carly for Prairie 20 for 30, 275 Prairie View. They said Prairie View don't care about football either, but clearly they care today. 2 touchdowns.
I mean, they have had some seasons where we were like.
They got to care about something in the facilities they got.
Exactly. It's true. They care about something, but they fan base, man. Sure. We got Owens running back, 8 Texas Southern, 8 carries, 104, 1 touchdown. Even though they lost the game, he did a good job carrying that ball for 100 yards, 8 carries. He made them carries count. Jerry, you always like to say you make them carries count, and you definitely made them carries count.
Jeez, 8 for 100, crazy dog.
Exactly. Darius Butts from Hampton, 14 carries, 103, 1 touchdown. You got to think about it. He's splitting them carries with the quarterback too.
Yeah.
He split them carries to the quarterback. And my boy, he get the MVP of this year. You know what I'm saying? He definitely get the MVP. He get all the drinks, all the bottles, everything. He get the whole club service. Cause 14 for 21, 155, 2 touchdowns, 15 carries for 114 for 4 touchdowns, running and passing. Robin, that boy was doing it all.
They must run a lot of read option over there, man, because that's a crazy stat line.
I was just about to wait. It's me putting the numbers together, and I'm like, what kind of plays do you have to run to get these types of statistics? Because normally, you see like a really large like yardage, or you see a really large carry. Like it's like 1-to-1, but now this is so that was like, all right, let's switch it up one more time.
15 carries, that's why I'm at. I'm just getting
every single play was different, and it just repeated.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I got and last but not least, I gotta shout these boys out right here, man. These two boys show the hell out, god dang it. Robin.
I love how you gave them their picture. It's good for them.
Cause they showed the hell out. That's why I gave them their picture.
What year are these gentlemen? What year is Mr. Shareed and Riley?
They're both seniors.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
they're both seniors.
Marcus Riley is a grad transfer from Bethune-Cookman, and Shareed's been there.
Yeah, Shareed. Shareed, aka K Dot. So if you hear somebody say K Dot, that's Shareed. Shout out to my boy Shareed. But both of these boys put on a tremendous performance. Shoot, Riley, he came from Bethune-Cookman. He said, "Man, forget y'all. I'm about to go to FAMU side. But the grass is much greener and the hills are much higher." Shoot, that's what he said. And I know when I practice, I have a fence. And that's what they said.
You are funny.
He from Tallahassee too, dog. So don't.
He said when I practice, then I got a fence. They ain't got no fence or no grass or nothing to practice on.
Lord be a fence.
Look, y'all think they have an opportunity to win against South Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think South Florida is that great of a ball club.
Yeah.
I mean, but when was the last time they played this game? Not every season, of course, but like they played it before, right?
They played what? 2 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, they played in 2020.
No, they played 2 years ago, Jerry. Because last year they played. Hold on, because
I don't think they played last year. They played in 21 though.
Yeah,
21. Right. Yeah, 21. They played in 21 when but they lost by like I think 14 or 18 points.
It was
that ain't too bad.
Well,
it's not
right here.
It's lost.
South Florida just got beat by Western Kentucky 24-41.
And Western Kentucky ain't even all that high.
41.
Either they hot this year or
they must be hot this year.
Now, who in the world going to Kentucky to play football?
There's a lot of people that go to Kentucky to play football. Clearly, the people that's on the team. Look, where the money reside. There's a lot of Kentuckians down there want to do in-state.
Money is hell. If I had a full ride to Western Kentucky Hilltoppers football, I would go to.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'll be hilltopping it all. Whatever that is, I'll be hilltopping it. Get it. There you go. Get it. Get it.
Shut up. All right. What's these games we got going on this week? Norfolk and him. Oh, this is going to be a good game.
Well, I can't. Well, hold up, Robin. Norfolk did get beat by a Division II team. So Norfolk got.
I think Hampton is gonna win. I don't foresee them not winning. I just want it to be a quality.
But don't talk down on D2 now. Virginia State is
Virginia State
program.
Yeah, Virginia State. Virginia State. Shout out to Virginia State and shout out to Bowie State for winning their games.
Mm-hmm.
Played Division school, so
he said, "Hold on, now, partner. Let me get you right." I know that's right.
Then we got Akron and Morgan State. See if Morgan
State. Akron, Ohio?
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
with LeBron James.
Yeah, with LeBron that. So we're gonna see what Morgan State can pull out this week, man. They pulled out an upset alert. Let's see if they can pull out another one, Robin. Let's see if
I have a question. Akron lost their game, but like, what did they look like? I don't know anything about Akron.
I don't know too much about them either as a program, but
hold on, I can find out though.
Because I'm like, what's the trajectory? Is it going to be a push to the finish? They gonna beat us? I don't know.
I mean, really, I don't think that football program is really that great either.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
because the last game they played against is this Temple.
Yep.
They lost by like 3 points, 24-21. So I mean, I honestly don't know their team like that. So
Temple Yeah, I mean, it's hard to speak on this team because a lot of people don't watch the Akron Zips.
Yeah,
but I mean, they historically they haven't had a great season historically because I'm looking at their record last year. In too many games, I only see one win so far, and I'm scrolling through their schedule. But they probably won a couple games, but I don't see a lot with their name highlighted in the W column.
Yeah. The only thing we know about Akron is LeBron. So LeBron. Shoot. But next game we got UAPB and Tennessee State. I think this is the Heritage Classic. So UAPB.
Oh yeah, this is now the Southern Heritage Class. I forgot.
Yeah.
So Pine Bluff.
Yep. So Arkansas Pine Bluff played a pretty good game last week. Like they did a tremendous job. Tennessee State, they did a tremendous job against the team they played against, Notre Dame. So these are two good teams right now that's trying to look for that first W. So I think this game is going to be real good. Come down to the wire.
I'm just interested in seeing how this is going to play out because this is the first year that it's not JSU.
Exactly.
Hey, I got to go Big Ten. Tennessee State.
I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'm going for Tennessee State too for this.
UAPB looks sneaky, but I'm gonna go with Eddie George on this one. Eddie George got to win this one. He got to.
Yeah.
Did you say they almost beat Notre Dame, bro?
No, I said they played.
No, they played well. They did not almost beat Notre Dame.
No, they played a good game. Jared.
Be for real.
I'm about to say if you're looking it up, the stats.
He did. You didn't see his face.
The numbers look different from watching it. I actually watched the game.
He said the numbers look different. Yeah, they look flipped, man.
Yeah, like if you watch the game, Jerry, you would be like, okay, this team is way better than last year.
Okay. Hey, I know they said one thing. They said women lie and men lie. But these numbers, they do not lie. But hey, I believe y'all.
But Jerry, you could say the same thing about UAPB. When they played, like they got in all actuality, they got their butt beat. But if you actually watch the game, you be like, UAPB looks 10 times better than what they did last year. Tennessee State looked 10 times better than what they did last year. Going against a Notre Dame team.
Yeah. I mean, 13. You can kind of say that about when we played North Carolina. Because it looked like a lot worse than what it was too. So I
ain't gonna hold you 56-3 though. I'm sorry.
Hey, I watched the game, so hey, I was like, damn. At first it was looking good, but then depth started. Depth. That's what killed a lot of HBCUs. Depth.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. But I have some. Yeah, if you're right and they're playing like they should be, then I think they're probably gonna win.
Yeah. FAMU versus USF. I think this is a good game. This is a good game to watch. USF ain't looking too hot for the past couple of years. They haven't been doing.
Yeah, but let's be honest. They need to win.
I can see FAMU scoring more than 21 points this game. I can see them scoring more than 21. So I think this is a good game to watch. Alcorn versus Stephen F. Austin.
Oh,
that's a game, Robin. That's who that is.
that boy about to start off 0-2. Damn.
Dang, Jay, you ain't gonna give him a benefit of the doubt.
Stephen F. Nah, I can't do that one. I can't. I believe in this team, but not that game.
All right. Then we got Texas Southern versus Toledo. Toledo. Jerry's talking about that's another L for Texas Southern. So on that note, we gonna go to the next line. JSU versus Southern. I should have put their record on there. JSU is 1-1. Southern is 0-1. My analysis of the game: JSU run the ball. Please run the ball. Just you do a good job of running the ball. Stick to what you know. Show up to the game. Even if somebody run a kickoff return back and make history, you still should try to show up in the game. You supposed to act like you didn't get punched in the first round. You act like if you see blood, you supposed to get mad and smack them back. Show up, JSU. Who y'all thought we were, God damn it. we thought who we thought we were.
Okay.
Pass the ball over 200 yards. That was one of y'all keys when y'all played South Carolina State. Pass the ball over 200. You have a good running game. You know, you can win the game. And last but not least, play JSU football. Honestly, you have to show up to the game, but play JSU football. Play the football that y'all know. Don't go out there and being selfish and try and do your own thing. Play JSU football. For Southern, pass the ball. Get the ball around. Give the ball to your playmakers. Robin, if it's not broke,
don't fix it.
Thank you. And a lot of times in that Alabama State game, they had plays that was doing good for them, and they went away from it. So Southern, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Southern, get 2 turnovers on defense. We know if Jackson State, they have fumbling problems. Yeah, they can't. They somehow, some way, somebody got some butterfingers. So please get your 2 turnovers so you can capitalize off them 2 turnovers and win the game. Jay Robin, how you feel about this?
I think for Southern specifically, I would have said as well is put pressure on the quarterback in addition to the getting the 2 turnovers, because I think that could definitely build them an advantage, or just give them some space. Because I mean, let's not cap. Like, okay, JSU doesn't have all of their players that we have from last year. However, they're still a good team. So don't let that fool you because they don't have the same, coaching staff, players, whatever. And I think that for Southern, sometimes they don't do enough of the pressure. They do well, outside of that, but with putting pressure on the team, quarterback, I think that is going to help them a little bit more. So, and maybe that does in result, you get turnovers. Hey, cool. But they need to be all hands. Defense needs to show up. We talking about show up. Their defense needs to show up for sure.
I agree. I mean, that was the main thing. I think, last game was just having the quarterback uncomfortable. We don't have to sack him every time, but him having to get off of his, mound of, a pocket presence, like he's having to shift over. And that's putting a lot of pressure on him to throw in spots and angles that he's not really used to throwing in. So if they're able to get him off of that, just sit in the backfield, just passing like as he did against South Carolina State, they'll have a good chance to beat this JSU team. I do think that the quarterback is a lot better than what he showed last week. I think he's a really good quarterback. But I do agree also with running the ball, because that running back they got, he's hard to take down. So Southern, I don't know, man. That's why I'm looking at the stats and I'm like, man, I kind of want to change my score, but hey, I'm gonna let it be.
He said, "Let it be."
Aggie Classic, Robin. You gonna be there?
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm actually gonna be home. I actually was trying to go and see the Graham and the LSU game. I'm gonna be in New Orleans. Yeah.
Okay, I can't argue with you with that one. Okay,
yeah,
you got to pass with that one. You know, so North Carolina Central, run your offense around Richards.
Mm-hmm.
I really should have just left that be, and that should be the only thing for North Carolina Central. Just run your offense through the quarterback. Defense, fly to the ball. Their defense is pretty sound. Their defense is pretty good. I'm not really worried about them getting beat deep or making it's. I think it's little mental mistakes when something happened or somebody scores on their defense. Mm-hmm. And play North Carolina Central football. That's really all you gotta do in this game. North Carolina A&T, you got a new coach, whole new teams. You gotta find your playmakers, man. Because last week y'all came out flat. We was looking for a North Carolina team from the past, and they're not the North Carolina team that we know. So you really got to find your playmakers in this game. And I put it 3 times because that's the one thing that North Carolina Central is going to do the whole game. You got it. North Carolina Central is going to run the ball. So stop the run.
Yeah.
Stop
and they're
the run.
Quick, too.
Stop the run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my analysis of the game. I don't know this North Carolina and team like that. I'm still trying to see who they are, and I really don't know who is North Carolina A&T right now.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about Central is once Central gets going, they go. And I would say with stopping the run, and I guess it's synonymous in a sense, but like A&T got to slow Central down if they want an opportunity, because I do feel like over the course, Central has done great with picking up and being quicker, just overall, which is like plays, getting set, things like that. Like their overall, just their game is a lot more intense. And I feel like A&T has slowed down in the worst ways. So if anything, they need to slow them down, not themselves, because they're getting more on the roll each time. So
yeah, I agree. I think North Carolina Central, they're probably going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be as I think it's going to be pretty similar to last year as far as the points spread. But I do think North Carolina A&T, they have a good running offense too. It wasn't displayed last week, but historically they've always had, great running backs. And I do think I think the guy they have is named Jermaine, I can't remember the last name, but he's a pretty good running back as well. And I do think North Carolina Central has to stop the run too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And our scores of the game. Jerry, go ahead and tell your score and why you pick your scores, man.
All right, so I'm gonna start with Central game because I want to change the other one. North Carolina Central, I got them, winning. Where we at 35-28. It's gonna be a good game. Like I said, A&T has gotten better, but I do think Central is almost the top dog right now because they have bragging rights. They're feeling themselves. They're coming off of a great season. They're the team to beat. And they got a great coach, a very energetic coach. He kind of reminds me of Dion. He just does not have the the publicity and the statue and the the brand of Dion, but he kind of acts like him. And I think this team has a good chance of making it to Celebration Bowl again.
Definitely. The JSU Southern score, Jerry. He's taking.
So I said,
hold on to it, player. Don't change it.
I said 28 for Southern, and then JSU 21.
Okay.
Have
faith.
And this was, this is like me. I'm like, we just beat them, 28-10. This JSU team, but I've come back down to earth and realized it's bad.
I get that though.
I get that. I mean, so Jerry, this what I'm gonna do for you.
Don't do
We
nothing.
gonna do this for all of us. We only got 3. You want to use one of your lifelines, Jerry?
Yeah, I use it right now.
Wait, hold on. You get 3 for what? The entire season?
The entire season. You get 3 for the entire season.
Let me put it in my Palm Pilot.
Yeah, you get 3 the entire season, Jerry. Because right now you and Robin sit there 1-0, and I'm sitting there 1-1 because y'all missed last week.
Oh, I was like,
y'all missed last week.
What did we do?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So my lifeline is me changing my score.
Yeah, your lifeline is changing your score.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Robin got it down in that handy dandy notebook. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry. So Jerry, what's the score?
I think JSU is gonna beat this team 35-21.
I want you to know that usually your first mind is right.
It's right. Yep. So, all right, Robbie.
But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I feel like this is what I feel like. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if Southern wins, but the way that I'm looking at it is I'm gonna start with Jackson State. For one, I think this is gonna be a closer game because of the last game that they played. And I feel like them repeating this and JSU having the vengeance that they have, I think they're going to come harder, but I think it's going to stretch the game out more. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be more intense, more, hey, y'all didn't get past, 4th down, let's do it again. Like, it's going to be a lot of that. That's what I anticipate. For Central and A&T, I put a lower score for Central because I was thinking about going high, but their last game was like 40 something, and they play. Who they play? What's this? What's the seventh state? Anyway, I'm sorry. But it was a high scoring game though. Like it was like 44, 47. It was a 21, right? 47. So with that, I don't think this next game is going to be such a high scoring game. I think they're going to be more efficient, and it's going to be A&T wanting to, at least this is what you should do, is putting more pressure on them. But I don't think that A&T is going to come out on top. I think that's, again, Central is a little bit more consistent to where A&T needs to be and where they could be and where they have been before, but I still think that they're finding their niche. So that's where I'm at.
All right. For me, JSU want revenge. They want to get back as far as from last week. I think they play at Southern, so you're already walking in a hostile environment. I think for this game, I really think Southern gonna get back in their ways. Right? They always do. They're stubborn. They always get back in their ways. And Jackson State is gonna find a way to score. It's gonna find a way to get the ball back rolling. You got Rico Powers. You got your running back. You got your quarterback. So just play JSU ball. So that's why I kind of pick. I think Jackson State can score 24 points. I think they're around in that 20 range with this game. And Southern, I still got to see them. I haven't saw Southern play a complete game in the past 2 years. And I really want Southern to play a complete game so I can have faith and trust in it. So that's why I pick JSU. North Carolina Central, North Carolina A&T, I feel like North Carolina Central is just going to dominate the whole game. And I feel like A&T is going to show glimpses, not too many. So that's why I kind of picked the score to be 31-17. So, yeah, I got Jackson State and North Carolina Central winning. So,
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. But
this make sure I got it.
Robin, guess what time it is?
What time is
We got another one?
It's another. No, it's just one more segment. Just the last segment of the day. Last segment of the day.
Oh.
You got me fucked up.
So crazy. Who did it? What happened? Talk about it.
Robin, it happened to you too. So you should be mad with me. It's Saturday. It's Saturday football, college football, Sunday college football. So
Man, listen.
So I'm on the spectrum.
Wait.
I turned on the TV, Robin. Guess what popped up when I tried to watch ESPN?
They said it to you. You got me fucked up. I ain't got this channel.
Robin, I'm steady looking at this like, who? I had to read this like 5 times, Robin. I had to read it like 5 times.
The Walt Disney Company, the owner of this channel, has removed their programming from Spectrum, which creates hardship for our customers. We apologize for the inconvenience and are continuing to negotiate in good faith in order to reach a fair agreement. What happened?
And Robin, my dumb ass sitting there just letting it sit on there, acting like it's about to come back on in 5 seconds. I'm like, there's something wrong. Something wrong. I'm like this, Robin.
I ended up getting somebody's password. So
I'm like this, Robin. I'm steady there, just sitting there, Robin, just looking at it for 5. Like literally, I'm looking at it for 5 minutes. I'm like, ain't this about to be? I'm like,
wow.
They
know they wrong for that.
So
it creates hardships for our customers. You absolutely right.
So, Robbie,
I cannot live, laugh, love in these conditions.
It wasn't the black community; it was also the white community. I had one of my coworkers.
Everybody is protesting. If it's affecting all communities, this is about to be fixed in 5 business days.
It's about to solve.
Robbie, I had one of my coworkers come up.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that, but it's gonna be on the great track. It's gonna lead to like, okay, here's the plan. Let's bring it together.
Robin, I had one of my coworkers coming to me. He said this, man. He was like, "Hey, Ron, so you did you watch any games?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, Spectrum, I cuss their ass out and cancel this shit." I was like, "Ooh, you mad?
You gotta be mad because I love Spectrum Internet.
Who you mad? Exactly. I like Spectrum too. Spectrum was doing so good.
They do well for me.
We had a good relationship, and you want to do this to me?
Yeah.
You want to do this to me? I have you niggas playing in Pelican Bay.
Playing back.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like. Did Disney do it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
But my thing, Robin,
it's not Spectrum.
But Robin, get this. Week 0, everything was fine. Everybody's watching college football.
Oh, somebody got mad.
So my thing is, they been knew about this before it was going to happen.
Of course.
And they did not do any warnings.
No.
They didn't let you know. It was just
at all.
We ain't coming to work.
Straight.
No crazy. Call, no show.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yep. I hope they get this rectified.
I hope they do too, because they got me all the way effed up.
Now you need to send them a letter when your bill due and tell them the same thing.
Correct. It's CC Disney.
Exactly.
Don't just send it to Spectrum. CC Walt Disney.
Exactly. But yeah, Robin, that boy that had me effed up, boy. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's wild.
Yeah, shoot. But that's a pre-snap read, man. I'm glad y'all people can come on the show and enjoy us talking about football and all the little events that's happening all out in the world. Robin, Jerry, what y'all got going on for next week?
It's school, man. School is back in session, really, for everybody. I think everybody now is officially back in school. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you said what?
I said also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. That time, man. We back in the season. You know, going down to Tampa. You know, we got the game at the crib. next week. So hey, we make it happen, dog. Trying to go undefeated, maybe.
Yep.
I just need them to get to the Celebration Bowl so I can go for real.
Oh,
That's what I need.
Okay, so
Sam in Central in the Celebration Bowl.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm getting a split shirt.
Oh,
I don't know if it's gonna say like NCC.
we won.
MU. That's what I need. NCC MU. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
You in FE? No.
FAC.
I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. We need to.
Yeah, you gonna figure it out. Figure it
out. If they question you, tell them to read it. Say fuck you.
And on that note, this is
Don't worry about you. Don't worry about me.
Shoot, we love y'all. Please like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of the football season with us, man. One love, be safe, bless, and everything. Peace out.
Bye.